Hey there, welcome back. This is Jeff with www.missionmusician.com, and we are mixing a song, and this is part 7. Excuse me. And in part 7, we're going to do a couple of different things. We're going to start off with the bridge that we left off on the last video, where we did some sweetening, we changed some things around. And the very first thing I want to do is I want to automate all of these keyboards to kind of swell. Joe actually did this in his final mix, and it was obviously his idea, and I really, really like it. So you can watch a video how he did it on his blog at www.homestudiocorner.com, or you can just watch me do it here. So that's what we're going to start with, and I'm going to find the spot where it starts at. Let's see here. Alright, so that's where it starts. So I'm at negative 2.2, so I'm going to put an automation mark here, I think. Let's see, am I on volume? Yeah. Let me zoom in a little tighter here, make sure I get this on the right spot. Alright, so let me put another one right next to it. And let's see, how do I want to do this? You know what? Let's try to just put this into, let me see here. I think I'm going to try to just use this volume knob. I don't know how well this is going to work. We'll just see how this goes. May take a couple of... Sorry about that. I'm having some issues with my recorder, so if I say something doubled, I apologize. So what I'm going to do is put this in touch mode, and I'm going to attempt to ride this fader right here on screen. I have a little fader on my desk that I can use. I use fader port, but I'm going to try to do it on screen and see what happens. So let's just try it. I don't know. Let's listen back to that. See here. I think I'm okay with that. It's not spectacular, but it's accomplishing what I wanted to do. And again, I don't know if my video screencast caught me saying this, but this is literally not my idea. Joe has done this in his original mix of this song. He posted a video of doing a swell part in this keyboard section, and I really enjoyed it, and I think it really adds a lot to the intensity of this part. And so I wanted to do it, and you can certainly see him doing it at www.homestudiocorner.com. That's Joe Gilder's website. So if I'm repeating myself on that, I apologize. Like I said, my screen recorder kind of messed up, and I'm not exactly sure what it recorded and what it didn't. So I guess I'm going to find out when I play it back. So that, I would probably be okay with that. It's not perfect, but automation usually isn't. And I tend to use automation a lot because I want to pull certain parts of the song out. So what we're going to do, I'll do the vocal last, but I want to walk through this and just kind of see if there's anything that I want to ride as we go. So let's just try this. You say that you go to the ones you love and apologize. I think I want to ride the guitar automation up just right at that one part. So put this on touch. Oh, to the ones you love and apologize. I don't know if I got it. Actually, I'm going to redo that. You say that you've been here. You say you've cried these tears, but you've never seen the view from my eyes. That bo-do-do. I think I want to bring that up just a little bit. These tears, but you've never seen the view from my eyes. You don't know, you don't know. You don't know, you don't know. There's a part on the keyboards that I want to make sure it pops out of the mix. And let me just... I got these grouped. Alright, let's see if I can do this. You don't know, you don't know. what happened there. Actually, I'm going to go back to this part, and I'm going to write it up until the keyboards come in. Alright, so what I did was just turn the keyboard up a little bit, actually by accident, and backed it back down, and I can hear that part fine, so I don't think I need to automate it. I want to listen to it one more time, though, just to make sure. Maybe just a touch. And I am not on volume, so yeah, it still did it. All right. Alright, something that's bothering me and I want to fix right now is this guitar just sounds way too dry. So, let's see. I'm going to send this to the room, and I may actually pan it. Let's listen here. And I may actually send just a little bit to the guitars. I don't want too much. Let's listen to this really quick. Trying to decide if I want to ride that whole part up. Let's try it. Put this in touch mode. And I want to catch just a little bit of that lead guitar. So let me turn, which one is it? 3. Actually, probably gonna turn a lot of that up. So let's try that again. So I'm pretty happy with that. I want to hear what is going on here, though. All right, I'm probably going to automate that up some too. Let's see. I love that little guitar slide there, and I actually, believe it or not, want to put some delay on it. Let's see. Long delay, long delay. All right, and I just want the delay. I'm going to mute it, and I just want it to come on for a second. And let's hear this. Put this in read. Yeah, I think that's good. Now there's another guitar part that I want to automate because I love it, and I just gotta find it in which track it's on. I just got to find out which track it is. Try to automate this. All right, let's listen back to that. Alright, and I'm also feeling some delay on this. Let's try the quarter, and I don't want it going through the whole thing. I think I want it to start. I want it to start right there. So let me go down here to quarter and select mute, and take this all the way to the end, even past that, and turn it on, and let's listen. Nope, quarter's not gonna do it, so let's try something else. No send. Yeah. And let's send to a new track. Stereo aux. Okay. Oh boy. Oh man, I hope I wasn't automating all these tracks. Same time. I didn't realize all these were selected. Sometimes I can be a real boob. Although I didn't hear any volume change, and none of them are on. They're all on read. Okay. Sorry, almost had a little meltdown there. Oh man. Excuse me. Let me solo save this, and I change this to yellow. Oh, sometimes I tell you. Delay. You know what? I might try 11 delay. Let's see what this sounds like. Oops. I forgot that I need to mute this and go to the right part. There it is. Sorry. Let me rename this. OCD kicking in. Okay, so volume. Let's see. It's hard delay, mute, and sorry. Take this all the way down to here and unmute it. And let's see. See what this sounds like. feeling that. Let's just try, or tape echo will do. I'm just experimenting here. Not sure I'm feeling that either. At least it's not what's in my head. Maybe my head's wrong. Okay, so I'm kind of digging that. I'm just going to take this and bring it down here. And one thing, I think I don't have any reverb on the background vocals. So I think I'm going to send them to a room. And let me find some background vocals here.
Oh no, you don't know, you don't know.
Alright, sorry about that. My son walked in here. I think I want to automate the cymbal swell a little to write it up even a little bit more. do that again.
What it's like. What it's like. What it's like.
All right. Now, there may be some other parts I'm going to want to automate as I go through. I think what we'll do next is we'll walk through the vocal and kind of ride that to give it some life. But I'm going to pause the video for a few minutes and I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. I had to take a break for a little while. Let's see here. Let's go to the lead vocal and let's just listen. Let's get there first. And I'm going to switch this over to waveform for now.
You never hurt a soul. You never had to go to the ones you love and apologize. You say that you've been here. You say you've cried these tears, but you've never seen these tears, but you've never seen.
All right, I'm just going to try to start automating from here. I have no idea what I'm pushing here. Here we go.
These tears, but you've never seen the view from my.
All right, that didn't work.
These tears, but you've never seen the view from my eyes. You don't know, you don't know. You don't know, you don't know.
All right, so I just did a little bit of vocal writing on this. With the parallel compressed vocal, it's keeping it all pretty much up front. What I don't like is the vocal in the second verse isn't as clear, and I don't know why. So what I'm going to do is go to the second verse.
What it's like. You know destruction well.
So I'm feeling like there's some mud just in the second verse, and I don't know if Joe recorded this differently or if something's happening with my plugins. Let me switch views here really quick. All right, so why isn't it switching? There we go. All right, so lead vocal.
I know they gave you hell, tore your house down, but you built in 3 days. Yeah. So what am I supposed to do? I'm nothing like you. I'm not a victim here. No, I'm the one to blame.
All right, so I'm going to automate this EQ so it sounds a little bit more like the first verse. It just sounds more muffled to me, and I don't know why. What is this? All right, so let's see. I'm going to automate just the bypass. If I can find it here. No, it's the first one. No wonder I couldn't find it. All right, and let's go to this track. Let me close this really quick. All right. So let's EQ 7 bandmaster bypass, and it's on right now. Crap. I gotta see what I'm working with here. So let's bypass it, and let's find out. Let me find where the second verse comes in. Whoops. Sorry about that.
You know. So what am no, I'm the one to blame.
All right, so from this point, I think to here.
You know
Nope, it goes further. Well, maybe. My bad. Sorry about that. So right to here, and I'm going to turn this EQ on here. So let's listen through really quick. I know So I think that sounds much closer to this.
You say that you've been here. You know destruction well.
Yeah, much better. All right, so happy with that. Let me put this back on waveform, and I actually am feeling like I want to give Joe's voice just a little bit more sense of space, but not over the top. So I'm going to send it to a new mono auxiliary input that I'm just going to call slap. And let's see, I'm going to solo safe it. And is that the only track that's selected? Let's see. All right, so I'm going to make it yellow. And I'm going to put a delay on there, a slapback delay. Let's just use mod 3. And let's just look for a preset that says slap. Here we go. All right, I'm going to solo this vocal really quick just to hear what we got going on.
You know destruction well. I know they gave you hell, tore your house down, but you rebuilt in 3 days, yeah. So what am I supposed to do? I'm nothing like you. I'm not a victim here. No, I'm the one to blame.
And I'm going to automate the vocal a little bit there. Touch.
So what am I supposed to do? I'm nothing like you. I'm not a victim here. No, I'm the one to blame.
All right, I want to hear that back.
No, I'm the one to blame.
All right, I like that. So there's a couple other things that are bothering me. Let's see. The snare drum is still kind of bothering me. Not as bad as it was, but I just want to try something. I want to put the groups on. That's okay. Let's now I could EQ this some more and make it brighter, but I'm going to try to use some saturation here. And let's go with Slate's VMR Revival. Let's see. No. Yeah. Virtual Mix Rack. And let's put Revival on there. All right, so sometimes I like to take the Virtual Console collection and drive the crap out of it. Now, I could have done that with just what was on there already, but I wanted to add something extra. So I just put a new one on. I just put Revival up and made it a little bit brighter. And close, please. There we go. All right, so let's listen to that, and then I'll bypass it. So it kind of disappears without VMR in this bridge section. And that's what was bothering me. The snare was kind of disappearing because of all the synths and all the guitars and everything is playing. And as I sit here and think about it at the moment, what I should have done, and this is a good lesson to any new mixer out there, is I should have started mixing right in the bridge where every single thing was. And honestly, that's kind of what I normally do. I don't know. I just brain farted it and I didn't do it. So you always want to mix where you want to start your mix where most of the instruments are playing. And you can see we have a lot of things playing here, just pretty much everything. So my bad. I should have started mixing here, but let's listen to this snare in this section, and I'm going to bypass the VMR instance, and you can hear it kind of fades away. Well, it's a lot more subtle than what I thought it would be, but I still like what it's doing. And also, I think what I want to do... Why is this yellow? Is I think that I want to... on the drum bus... I think I want to add an instance of Virtual Tape Machine to see what it does. Harmonic Virtual Tape Machine. I'll tell you, this is just a great plugin. Normally when I mix, if I have the resources, in other words, if the session isn't overly large, I'll put Virtual Tape Machine on every single track. Just because I love the little vibe that it gives. I can't even put it into words what it does, but it just makes everything sound better. Okay, so... let me think here if there's anything else I might do. One thing that I do sometimes is I'll put on ozone on the 2-bus. If I can find it here, ozone 5. For one reason only. and that is to just give a tiny bit of verb to everything, and I'm talking about tiny. Let's see. And for this song, I would probably use a room. And what I'm going to do really quick is solo the wet and see how it sounds. Let's see. Why is delay coming out right now? Something is bothering me here. Where are these going? Main outs. That's what. Oh boy. Well, I can't change it now. So what I should have done is had all of these reverbs and delays run to the submix, and I didn't do that. And I can't change it now because then all of a sudden it'll run through EQ, compression, virtual tape machine, and all of that stuff, and it will make it louder. But you know what? Let's go ahead and see what it does. Let me bypass. So maybe I should have made this video called How to Not Mix a Song. Oh, I kill me. All right, so let's take this to submix, and now the effects will probably all be too loud, but let's listen anyway. Okay, so I guess they're not too loud, so that's good. I don't know why this volume got changed down to -4.6. Excuse me. All right, so let me try this reverb again. All right, we still have something going to something wrong. Lead vocal bus submix. It's one of these backgrounds. Nope. That's all right. That's all right. I don't know what it is. Oh well, we'll just push on through. Where I really want to check this is in the verses, because the chorus with everything going on in the bridge, you can't really tell the reverb level, so I just want to make sure it's not too much. I just want a little tiny dose to put everything in the same space, and 10% should be good.
You go to the ones you love and apologize. You say that you've been here. You say you've cried these tears, but you've never seen the view from my eyes. You don't.
Now, another thing, if you decide to do a little reverb at the end, back it down more than what you think it should be, because once your song gets mastered, it's going to be brought up to level, and that reverb that you thought was okay, well, it's going to push up when a limiter gets put on the mix. And what I like to do is actually put a limiter on the mix as I add reverb in. I'm not going to do that here because I don't want to blow your eardrums out bringing it up to volume, because I have everything set on my screencast to record at a volume that's not too high. And if I push this up and then push up a limiter on top of it, it's really going to get loud in your eardrums, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to assume that this is okay. I even backed it down a little bit more. So now finally what I want to do is I want to listen through the song, and I'm going to select all of these tracks. I want to move this guy back with all of these, and what I'm going to do, push this up here, is I'm going to bypass everything as we're listening through, and just going to do a final listen through to kind of see if anything sticks out to me. Now, when you do your final listen through, you want to try to listen how a listener would listen, if that makes sense. You don't want to listen as a mixer necessarily. You want to listen to someone who, like, you want to listen as if you were listening to just enjoy music. And the first time you find something distracting, you need to just have a notepad in front of you and just jot down what it is that you find distracting. We want to listen through and have a clear listen through without anything averting our attention to the mix. Like, oh, wow, that part's way too loud, you know? So when I do my final listen through, I'll usually take, maybe a half-hour break before I do the final listen through, and I'll sit down and try to listen to it as just a lover of music and see if I can get caught in the mix, see if I can, start bobbing my head and feeling the music. And the moment that I hear something that is distracting or takes me out of the vibe of the song, I know that I'm not done mixing yet. So let's listen, and like I said, I'm going to bypass everything to make sure that everything we did is an improvement. Let me select everything, and let's go to the beginning of the song, and I'm going to start playing it, and we'll just do a listen through here. Sorry, I had to stop it there. Wow. What a difference, huh? A little bit of EQ, a little bit of compression makes all the difference in the world. I probably shouldn't have stopped that, but man. All right, let's try that again.
To go to the ones you love and apologize. You say that you've been here. You say you've cried never seen the view from my eyes. You don't know, you don't know. You don't know, you don't know what it's like. You know destruction well. I know they gave you hell, tore your house down, but you built it 3 days. So what am I supposed to do? I'm nothing like you. I'm not a victim here. No, I'm the one to blame. You don't know, you don't what it's like.
All right, so that's it. Nothing distracted me. I felt like there was a good balance of everything. I felt like I could hear the vocal through the whole thing. I felt like I could hear the kick drum through the whole thing. I felt like I could hear the bass and the snare punch through. And I even heard the acoustics out on the side on the chorus. So everything that we mixed, I could hear. And I felt like I could hear all the background vocals. It all felt pretty good to me. I don't know. What about you? Leave your comments below. See what you think. So in video 1, we did a setup and a static mix. In video 2, we mixed the drums. In part 3, we did the bass and guitars. In part 4, we did the keys. In part 5, we did the vocals. In part 6, we sweetened. And here in part 7, we did automation. And we did our final listen through. And so we are done. I would call this mix done. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to print a copy of before and after. So I really seriously hope you enjoyed all of this mixing. I know it's been a couple of really, really long videos, and sometimes I stutter over my words, and have a thought in my head, but I can't get it to my mouth quick enough. So I apologize for that, and thank you for sticking with me through it. Again, I will mention that I have a free mix bundle over at www.missionmusician.com. I am thinking about mastering this song as a YouTube video. Not sure if I'm going to or not, but might be helpful for some people out there to see a side of mastering. So it may be coming, I'm not sure, but subscribe to my channel if you like these videos. I would appreciate it if you would subscribe. That would be awesome. And reach out to me in the comments below. I have no problems answering questions. As long as you can be cordial about it and not flame me. I have no problems answering questions or hearing other people's suggestions or thoughts. I love that. I love interacting with other people. So I'm going to wrap it up here, and thanks for watching this How to Mix a Song tutorial. This is Jeff with www.missionmusician.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.